think the first game against Richmond, we came up against a side that had high expectations for the year, and their tall fellas in Richardson and Ottens and Stafford did very well. I think they kicked 11 or 12 goals between the three of them. And I mean, they got a good start, 9 goals to 4 in the first quarter, and it was pretty hard to catch after that. In retrospect, the Eagles had shown pretty good form, especially at home. But I mean, they were a good side all year, and to get away with that 1 point win was a close one. I mean, they came home pretty hard, and right in the dying seconds, Jimmy Clement spoiled Phil Material, which ended up proving to be a match winner for us.
Richardson to do the ruck work inside the forward 50 for Collingwood. Got it quickly to Holland. Brodie Holland around the corner. That's not bad. That's a start. He's looking for a great kick by Holland. And we'll be talking to Jason's father, David Cloak, at half-time on how his son's going. Here's another goal to Holland.
No one, he couldn't really bomb it away. He's got to hang on to the footy, surely, to give it to the advantage of one of his teammates. He's got a chance here with Wakelin. He spotted Wakelin. The ball just not able to keep his eyes on it there, running with the flight of it. Handball over the top, Bathiris, hand pass. Cloak all the way down from centre-half back. Good gather by Tarrant. Nick Davis. Holland, 3 kicks, Brodie Holland,
3 goals. Rocker again. It's been good. Lucuria. Beautiful hands to Lockyer. Again, the Magpies deep inside their 50. On the long lead, Richardson just can't quite get it. Where's Holland? He's due for a goal. Here he is. Good hands, Buckley. Inside his range. Goes to the square, clever kick. Lockyer's run on, and Lockyer kicks another goal. Magpies doing very, very well. Gardner in the ruck now, Tony, and Tucky has come on to centre forward, so they've realised that that's where they're falling down.
Chance for Anthony Rocker. Holland again. Holland! 4 goals to Brodie Holland.
And you just saw that man in the crowd just hold up 4 fingers. He's rung home to get some friends to bring some more fingers back for him. Lucuria up, gives it back to Freeborn.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Margin, Fraser, he can get onto his left. No, decides to go right. And magnificent goal by Fraser. What a finish.
22 minutes into the third term. Nathan Buckley. What a kick. What a kick. And the kick by Braun is ordinary. Falls into the hands of Rintoul. Leon Davis, he'll be run down. And he'll be well run down too. And that was Chad Fletcher who did the tackling. Is that a goal? Oh, gee, it's close. Brodie Holland's got 5.
Yes, Collingwood just surging at the end of this third quarter. 13-14, playing 12-9 inside the last minute. Fraser, can they get one more? Buckley gets it on the boot to Bathiris, inside the centre square. Long, Tarrant going back. Where's Holland? Rocker, Holland, the danger man. He's got 5. Can he make it 6? Yes, he can! What a finish by Brodie Holland in this third quarter. But what a finish by the Collingwood Magpies. All of a sudden, it's 17 points. West Coast, another goal, 1 point. Who can keep their cool? Who won't turn it over? It seems to be the way the game changes on the turnovers. Jones, Cousins, still running, goes to ground, Davis. Can he make him pay for it? Saw Brodie Holland. Brodie Holland acknowledging him there. Clever kick from Davis. For goal number 8 from 40 metres. Oh, he has it. He has 8.
Right now, there it is. What a fantastic second round here. Match between the Magpies and the Eagles. And the Magpies winning by the barest possible margin. A 1 point victory to the Pies.
Yes, what a great finish for West Coast and Collingwood. What a great game. Brodie Holland, the man of the match.
Yeah, we were after the Carlton game. We were 1-2, and we were very disappointed with our performance. That was Carlton's first win for the year, and I suppose that really was a fair bit of a turning point for us. We had a good look at where we were and the way we played in the first 3 matches and what we needed to turn around to make sure that we perform better for the rest of the season. It was probably the first time we had a really solid and even performance from our midfield. Mark McGough came in, played his first game and was fantastic after coming off the bench. And I think we played the type of footy that we showed the startings of the type of footy that we played consistently for the year from that point.
Sitting just inside to stop him from wielding around. He really should go back a little bit further. He'll go around now. Boomerang. Oh, it is good. It's real good.
That is not 15, so Freeborn having to bang. Wakeland, Tarrant, Giles, Smith, Cloak, Buckley. Bangs it, one-on-one, Nick Davis stays in front. McCabe. Almost out. Did well to keep it alive. Gives Batheris a chance. And Dynak can stroll in and kick Collingwood's 5th goal.
Left bewildered because no options, just bombs it in long. Holland will jump, knocked away from him. Simon Cox, a big man. Too slow in the end. Buckley will go at goal. Goes at goal. And that could be it.
14-14 to 8-9. McGough for his second. Celebrate this time.
Here we go.
Well, Anzac Day was, it's like a final, and the young team at that stage hadn't played in finals, and we really pumped ourselves up to have a good performance. In front of 90,000, it was a rainy, wet day. We won it 9-4, and to keep an Essendon side that was fully had their full list in to 4 goals was a fair effort. We had Mark McGough win the Anzac Day medal, and Jason Cloak played a fantastic game, probably led by 2 of our youngest players.
Henneman v Rocker. Rocker tries to pluck it out of the air. Knocked out in the end to Scotland. Court gets the handball away. Buckley might conjure something. Gives to Lockyer. Shot at goal by Lockyer. The opening goal of the afternoon to Collingwood.
He's fitted in perfectly last week and again today. To the middle, Clement, well-weighted kick. Clement, the defensive side of the centre circle, wants to go, kicks it down towards half-forward. Steinford can take it and go well. He judged he had to slide on his knees to mark it, gets the hand pass away. Loney on the burst. Here's a wonderful kick, Loney. He's got it.
At the other end, Scotty Cummings yet to trouble the statisticians.
Michael Malthouse animated. Gavin Brown in the background, hand over his mouth.
He punched the wall, Michael.
There has been the occasional breakage of a phone in that broadcast, in that coach's box as Fraser dives through. Gets a free kick for too high. Important inside 50 here for Collingwood.
Huge play, isn't it?
Very close to half-time. Momentum important. High bomb to the goal square. Up they fly, no mark. Cummings couldn't bring it down. Kick off the ground, McKee!
Burns claimed, got a hand pass away. Knocked away by McVeigh from Holland. Jason Johnson intercepted McGough. Quick hands away to Davis. Well, look at that for Cool. Mr. Cool. Davis swings around from right half forward. High ball, Nick Davis. Lockyer, Collingwood terrific. Kick well inside the 50. Fletcher works in front. Could have been held without it. No free kick. Batheris, Burns, this will hurt. Chopped off there by Fraser. Fraser inside the 50, Davis in front, had it knocked away by Blumfield. Butters up again, look curious in away on his left foot. Question of accuracy, doesn't kick it. Goes to Steinford, 20 metres out. Low trajectory. Well, that's doing it the hard way.
Uses up as many seconds as possible in driving rain here at the MCG. It did abate for about half an hour, but now it's pumping down again. Burns Drop punt to the goal square that wobbles its way. A little short. And a mark's been taken unbelievably by Fraser in a six-pack. Josh Fraser, a grand future in front of him. The big stick's in front of him here. He kicks the goal that wins the game.
Outstanding performance by he and his players today. Conditions may have helped them, but my word, their application has been terrific. A famous victory. The siren at the MCG. Collingwood win 9-12-66 to Essendon 4-9-33. Oblivious to the rain, Michael Malthouse out on the ground now, and the celebrations on both sides of the fence.
And so much to take out of it, Dennis, from today's game. The Magpies, the conditions probably came at exactly the right time, but you wouldn't give it too much credit. They just wanted this win, I think, more than Essendon. They came in with a young side, a committed side. In fact, they've got some players in that team that Dermot haven't had the sort of form that you'd probably expect of them for a while. And I'll talk about Burns, who's been better, and Steinford's been great. But this kid here, Mark McGough, he's had 2 games. He's made a fair impact. He's with Anthony Mitchell.
Absolutely, Mark. And you weren't overawed at all. A 17-year-old to come here in front of 84,000. Congratulations. How did it feel?
Oh, it's magnificent to get a win just in front of all these people. It's been a dream ever since a kid to play league football and play with the Collingwood Football Club. It's fantastic.
You reckon they'd be watching up home at Mulwala, and the boys be having a few beers watching?
Yeah, I know my dad is, and my friends at home, a lot of them came down from Mulwala and Yarrawonga. It's fantastic, yeah, just have a win.
The winner of the Anzac Day medal for 2002 is Mark McGough of the Collingwood Football Club. A terrific effort for this young 17-year-old. And I'd like to ask Bruce to make a presentation of the Anzac Day trophy to the coach of Collingwood, Mick Malthouse, and the captain, Nathan Buckley.
Tagner drives it out towards the outer side wing, and Hamill.
Cloak from behind, got the handball working. Big Steve McKee handballs inside to Johnson, who flicks it out to Loney on the left foot. This is what they want, the Magpies, as Loney runs in and kicks their third. The Loney Ranger.
Hamill dropped the mark in midfield. Chance for the Magpies now. McKee gave it to Didak. This is Davis, 55 metres out. Will it bounce on? It does. The length of the field for Collingwood.
From behind, Noble's handball was as good as a kick into Del Cento. Found some space, did it well, but it was smothered by Fraser over the top. Brodie Holland, here come Collingwood now running. Out wide. Prestigiacomo has to wait. Back to Brodie Holland. Little chip over the top, and Lockyer is away. If it bounces nicely for him. Begley's there. Has to wait for it, Lockyer. Heads towards the boundary line, but the Saints have got the numbers again. Voss in the back pocket, under pressure from O'Brien. Great tackle. Heath Black also under pressure. It stays in. Yes, it does. And Didak kicks from the pocket.
Got it.
A goal!
Nick Davis lit up the second term. Kicks for space. Rocker comes on the lead. Too much carry. Freeborn at the back. Open goal. Runs in, gets it.
Just the 15 to Burns. Just the 10. Anyway, Burns will play on. He'll have a go here. He kicks it to the goal square. Rucker from behind. Sets and marks! And will line up 5 metres out. Anthony Rucker plays on straight away and kicks the Magpies 11th.
Passed in, down towards left half forward. The top Rewalt. Del Santo. Good vision. Black in trouble. Buckley brilliantly done. Freeborn to Buckley. Buckley, his 13th possession is a goal. The man.
Noble transfers plays, held it up in the breeze far too long, and in goes Brodie Holland. Holland lines up and kicks his first for the night, and Collingwood's 14th.
Both sides really just going through the motions. Play on's the call. I don't know why. He looked back towards the middle. I'm not sure he stepped towards the middle. Puts it into the path of any one of 3 Collingwood players. Lockyer comes up from half forward. Kicks it behind Buckley, who traps it to his own advantage. Gathering the ball, Prestigiacomo goes over the top, Burns in the pocket, can go to Davis in the square, turns around and kicks his fourth. Too easy. This is Beetham running away from his own goal. What missed the footy?
That is amazing.
O'Brien, Holland, a runner outside, Didak down towards half forward, goes with the right boot. Buckley running back, needs a bounce, can't quite control it, snatched it well. His first.
Well, we've seen most things tonight.
Well, a fresh airy.
Collingwood an opportunity, in possession. Kick out wide. Wakeland shrugs off the Saunders tackle. Looks to kick on his non-preferred side. Found Loney. Loney will take Johnson on, does, and beats him from 50. Bangs it home! Ryan Loney. Fraser, Lucuria. Out the back, Freeborn, quick hands, Buckley. Kick smothered, Buckley goes, get it again. Nick Davis, dangerous. Davis from 50. He's normally a sensational shot. No exception. Pies respond.
Drop punt towards goal. No one can mark it. And Ben Johnson comes up with it for Collingwood. And they're on the rebound. Cloak back to Ben Johnson to Buckley. The God is away. Kicks toward half forward. Freeborn's got it.
Freeborn. Collingwood quickly into attack. This means danger for the Bulldogs. Players are just a little bit freer than they normally be. Rocker, very, very strong hands. Launched.
He has been threatening this all day. In fact, he stood on Stephen Crediuk's head virtually. And take it from me, boys, it's not a pleasant experience to have that's happened to you.
Biggest margin of the game has been 11 points. It has been close from the outset. Ruck contest, ball knocked out to Holland. McGough, Fraser could put Collingwood in front.
Well, I tell you what, talk about class and skill and instinctive football. That was in heavy traffic for Josh Fraser. Contested in the boundary throw in here, didn't win it. Just found its way back into his hands. Look, he doesn't even look. That is just awareness. His second goal of the afternoon, and none more important than that. That is just a great footy brain there from the young fella from Mansfield.
Short ball, don't know who it was intended for, but this is going to leave the Bulldogs exposed further down the track.
Rocker.
As Nick Davis will find Rocker on the lead. 20 metres in front of Bartlett. Buckley runs into space. Beautiful kick. Buckley!
That is a mark. That is a great mark. I tell you what, it might not have looked it, but that had some heat on it from Anthony Rocker. It was spinning in a difficult manner. Have a look at this. And it was fingertip stuff from the skipper. That is a great mark. He's lifted after half-time. His 21st touch. Hasn't been his best game. He'll have a few more important kicks this year.
Oh, Gary, he could still finish in the Brownlow votes. He's had a very good second half. The half that mattered, Buckley comes in. You would think to seal the game for Collingwood. It's a goal!
We knew we were coming up against the reigning premiers and we wanted to establish ourselves against the better sides. And the game was a fantastic game, and once again our young fellas stood up and played very well. And Rupert Batheris kicked a couple of goals in a couple of minutes in the middle of the third quarter, which gave us a bit of breathing space, and Brisbane came home hard, but we were just able to hang on.
McKee is now taken over the rucking duties, beautifully sharked by Voss. He is absolutely poleaxed Michael Voss. Great hard tackling by the Maggies, and Voss is in trouble off the ball. He is in big trouble. No, he's not. He's up. Oh, no, he is. He has got the staggers. I thought he might have been okay, but he's obviously been, well, if not fully concussed, slightly concussed here. Oh, yeah. It was a Jonathan Brown elbow. And Michael Voss is trying to play on, but he's got the staggers. He's just fallen over again. Oh. He tried to play on, and he's just fallen over again, Voss. He's obviously concussed. They've got to get him off. He is in a bad way. As the ball's on the wing, there's Power. No free kick to Black as Buckley for Collingwood. Kicks the ball to the 50, and it's a good one too as he finds Tarrant. He'll want to get it moving quickly. Well, Chris Tarrant, there's Voss. He fell over 3 times as he bangs it long. Rocker on the line, takes the mark.
In fact, Brisbane have had hit out 16-5, so they've certainly been on top in that area.
Now Mel Michael. Buckley trying to slow it up. He's gone. He was off. And that is holding the ball on point. I don't know about you, Malcolm. Should have been. Buckley will kick the goal anyway. Doesn't matter. Nathan Buckley kicks the goal. And the Magpies close in on the Lions. Terrific start. 7 points in it.
Gets the hurry up from the umpire. And kicks the big torpy to the tip of the goal square. Rocker underneath it. Almost good enough, but he suckers off the ground anyway and kicks the Magpies 6.
And he goes for him. Wasn't really well-weighted kick. McKee getting back as he has for most of the night to lend some support. Clement on the overlap. He's got O'Brien in closer, but he might go longer. Buckley wants it now. He goes even longer to Anthony Rocker. Good running from Rocker to take it. How quick will he be at getting back? He's pretty quick because Tarrant's got away.
It's Charman against Fraser. Charman over the top to Buckley. Now Batheris around the body. On the bad kick to the 50. Tarrant got to the front. Bossy! Miraculous mark! Talk about one-on-one contests.
It's always hard to kick goals from this side. There must be a little draft come through. Just to push him. That's
Tarrant's
coming back
got
beautifully.
2-2. He's got 3-2. Magnificent kick. Puffing hard as Charman. He's had a wrestle with Malloy about a minute ago. That's been cut off the pass. Here's a chance of Batheris. He straightens up, and Collingwood are in front. And the roof almost did come off. Rupert Batheris has put the Maggies in front. 9.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
2 goals for Ackermanis, but only 10 possessions. Buckley just continues to thrust his team forward.
Fantastic.
They are doing the crunching things, Collingwood, at the moment around the patch, and they're winning the footy. Lockyer delivery, not bad for Rocker again. He's providing a sensational target, and he's got an open man. It's Burns. Can he get there? Was it a mark? No. Batheris got the spillage and kicked the goal. He's kicked the goal, and Collingwood lead by 16.
Inside Collingwood's attacking 50. They lead by 8 points. Rocker to Davis. Right foot snap. Across the face. Oh, Batheris is going to kick his third. He's 55 out. He's looking for Rocker. Michael missed the mark. O'Brien can snap a goal. O'Brien's drilled it.
He had a word in Josh Fraser's ear as he went past.
So once again, he gets the hurry up, but they milk down the clock. Fraser goes long. Lynch. Oh, great handball to Lappin. He's got 2 men on in the middle. One of them's Headland. Here we go. This is the last roll of the dice. Headland's kicks a wobbler. There's the siren, and Collingwood have won. They now share the top of the ladder with the Brisbane Lions. And tonight is the night the new Magpies have come of age.
Well, Well, I think it was well documented sort of at the end of that game that sort of there was a bit of goings on that we weren't real happy with, and I think when you get to the end of the season, there's no doubt that there's a fair bit of niggle between Collingwood and Port Power, and I think there will be for years to come. But unfortunately, Anthony missed that goal, but it was a close fought match all night, and I think it was an example of how hard we are to beat, even when we travel. Yeah, well, the Sydney game corresponded pretty closely to the game we played them in 2001, and we lost that game. They closed it down. They play a good sort of flooding style that really stifles the opposition, and they were able to win in 2001. I think it was a sign of our maturity to be able to win that game.
Oh, it's a shocker. It's still in play. Here's a chance for Leon Davis! It's a goal!
Schwartz needs to be brave. He committed himself. Oh, clever handball, Tarrant. O'Brien, Didat, the loose player over the top if he can get it to him. It's Holland. Will it bounce for Holland? He kicks a goal for Collingwood.
Great play by O'Brien. Got the kick across.
Mott and Rocker. Oh, it comes towards Malloy, who sockers it through. A goal to the Magpies.
He goes long, and his target is O'Keefe, who got a bad bounce. Collingwood have the numbers. Free ball to Burns from 52 out into the goal square. Might drift home. It's a goal. It's either a free kick or a goal, but I reckon it's through.
And they haven't looked like scoring in this second term. Swans get it. Creswell. McGough. Plenty of poise or wobbles a kick. Only as far as goods. He tries to crash his way through. Should be penalised not. Comes to Nick Davis from Leon. Snap around the body. Now, we'll just see what happens. I think it's a goal to Collingwood. Off the boot of Nick Davis. Kick towards Rocker, and he outruns Dunkley again. He's marked. What can he set up here? Tarrant leads for him. He ignores that. Kicks to a contest, top of the goal square. Davis at the back. Leon has it. Left foot snap, bouncing. Goal to the Magpies. He's kicked two.
Get it moving, says the Collingwood fans.
And the umpire's saying you must kick it, you must kick it.
O'Brien goes to Buckley, uses his body well. Outmarks Creswell. Here's a chance for Collingwood. As we near three-quarter time, the little daisy cut at a Rocker. Trapped it nicely. Threw it out to Neon Leon. Here's a big play for Collingwood. Goal! Magnificent play!
Boundary thrown. Fraser. Beaten by Goods. Burns. He's tough and hard. Didak. Now Didak's got some space at half forward. Needs to deliver. Instead goes long to the goal square. A vacant goal square. Goal to Collingwood. And the Swans by 12 at three-quarter time. Fraser scrambles it forward. Oh, over the top. Tarrant kicks his fourth for the quarter. Hand off to Williams, who goes further afield to Schwartz.
To Williams, who got one down, just managed to get boot to ball. Freeborn to Lockyer. Here's a chance for Collingwood to wrap it up into the pocket. Burns. Leon Davis will kick his fourth. Collingwood are home.
Once again, we sort of. You needed to keep the wins coming, and it's you've got to work hard for each and every one of them. But Melbourne had displayed very good form. Tazza had a day on, kicking 7, which was fantastic. And I think once again our midfield were very even, very consistent against another midfield that sort of hasn't really got a lot of stars, but a very hard-working, grinding midfield, and we were able to have a good win.
Wakeland, toe poke, out of danger. McGoth's been busy, over the top, running it now, Licuria, Lockyer, Leon Charlie right on his hammer. They do beautifully to get it to Brodie Holland, look forward, Leon Davis, Broadbridge, does enough, no, Tarrant around the body, Tarrant around the body! It doesn't come better than this, that's their second.
just gave the opposition a bit of a chance, but Batheris was the one that took it, and now it opens up for Burns. We know he's a big kick. He's gone to the danger man. Tarrant again. One-handed, whatever you like.
Wakeland drills a pass. Holland on to Johnson now. Collingwood on the move. Through the middle, changing direction. Great kick. Davis is set. Chance at ground level. Second bite, normally good. Chance now. Didak lines it up and drills it. He drills another for the Pies. So the ball is loose. Burns does well. The Lockyer on to McGough. A lot of the ball, 12 touches for the youngster. Josh Fraser does well to keep it in. Goes short, Tarrant. He gets it. He gets it, and it's over 15 metres, so 3 goals to Tarrant at the moment. And with this wind swirling, and
it's kicking straight into it, Dakes.
Not a bad kick. Not a bad kick. That is a beautiful kick. Goal number 4. What a kick.
7-6 to 3-6. Yeah, Fraser's game. Been terrific.
Great chase.
Very bold. And he's been pinged out. It did look like he got the handball off, didn't it?
That's a little bit hard. So he should be having a go at the umpire at a move zone. Clearly got a hand to it.
Well, it was sort of a handball.
I think it was a handball. Did he have prior opportunity, Dakes?
He had 30 metres of opportunity.
Well, he only had half a second after he was grabbed.
Well, Chris Tarrant knows how to kick these goals.
Knows how to kick them.
Not a problem in the world. That's 5 of the best.
Over the ball, Powell, they need him running with the ball. Burns, Collingwood into attack again. Long, Josh Fraser, Nicholson wrestling. Tarrant got it known. In the end, it's a goal. Kicked out by Lacuria. Davis out of that contest. Collingwood into attack. Again, McGough. Supply to Josh Fraser. Oh, no. Bounced away from the goal. Unlucky, and that's a lucky footy. Leon Davis the fight. Lacuria. Tries to be tricky. It's a goal. McKee this time. Jolly first, McKee second.
It's a good scrap. Buckley and the Pies away. Look at him carry it through the middle. Nathan Buckley, 2 bounces, a long kick. So destructive. Nathan Buckley, what a goal! Helped by Josh Fraser. But Buckley did all the work. Haven't given Nicholson much of an option. Whelan runs for him. He has to go short to a one-on-one. Schwartz going to have to be very good here. Opens it up for all the Magpie players swarming down. Nathan Buckley did it before. This time he gives young Cole the chance to kick a goal. They are just so steady at the moment, Collingwood. Richard Cole kicks a goal. Bold run from Didak. Pumps it in there, tough for Fraser. Got 3 to beat, and he almost did. He at least meant the contest. Was giving Burns a chance. Josh Fraser, he's kicked 3 for the day, Josh. This could be his 4th. It is. What a kick from Josh Fraser. The number 1 draft player has emerged now as a star. Tarrant makes his lead. Meantime, Didak switching back inboard. McGough, Lacuria. Gee, it's a big roost. Fraser trying to get on the end for his 5th goal. Tarrant will kick his 6th instead. What a great combination they are.
Certainly tried, no doubt about that. Wakeland out wide. Collingwood have not finished. Tarrant may well. They are finishing this game out. It's a good player, Hutto. Certainly greatest strength is his ability to run onto the ball. Allow him some space and he'll cut you up. Does he cut the Demons up here? No. On a score. No! He knew. 7 goals to Chris Tarrant.
We were really disappointed about that Fremantle loss because we felt that we really would like it to have won going into the bye the following week. We knew we were going away together, and we just thought it would be a full stop on the first half of the year and then take stock and come back for the second half. Fremantle played very well. Hasselby and Cook, Longmuir, they all played very good games. And I think they showed that at their best they're a quality side and very hard to beat, and that road trip's going to be difficult for years to come.
Tarkin Lockyer wastes no time. Contest in the goal square. Rocker outmarks Archer and bangs it through. Goal to Collingwood.
Only as far as McKee has time to steady. Tarrant was being held off the ball. Didak just couldn't hang on to it. Now Tarrant onto his wrong side. Awkward kick. Lockyer concedes some ground back to Freeborn. Sells the dummy to King. Gets some space. Kicks a ripper.
Against Teague. Lockyer just hacks it forward. Inside attacking 50. Oh, Davis overruns it. Didas providing the back. Oh, loose player in the goal square is Tarrant. Can he pick it up? Tarrant, he kicks it goal and pops it through.
It's out in front of Tarrant. It's a great kick.
Well, that's the perfect bit of play, isn't it? Lucuria on the lead, on the burst to Tarrant on the run.
Tarrant into the goal square. Fraser! Takes a hanger right on the goal line. And Josh Fraser will go back and all but seal the issue for Collingwood tonight.
I think the game against Adelaide showed their best and their worst. I think in the second quarter we were able to kick 9 or 10 goals pretty quickly after putting a lot of pressure on Adelaide for the course of that match up to that point. The third quarter we sort of kept going. I think we got 10 goals up at one stage, but Adelaide are a very good side, and they came back. They played very attacking football and were able to kick goals, sort of 5 goals I think unanswered. They got within a goal and a half, and to win that game probably showed a little bit of composure as well, but it also probably showed a few weaknesses that we had to make sure we worked on before the end of the year.
4 scoreless minutes so far. Marsh doing the right work. Ball shuffled through towards the goal line. Kick off the line. And it is through for the Collingwood's first. Side by side, Fraser gets the palm down to Buckley. Dribbling kick towards half forward. Collingwood inside 50. Cloak comes out from full forward. Didak, kick 3 last week. Gets one early here. Rocker, out of wing. Over the top, Burns. Can he gather it on 50? Howell it bounce. He's 45 out. Snaps high towards the goal mouth. And he has kicked a mercurial behind. Or a goal. His first.
Just backward of half forward for Collingwood. Rocker does the ruck work, does it well, gets it out to Burns, around the body, looking for Fraser now. He got the hands up, couldn't quite hold it, punched away. Didak kept his feet, he was dragged, he'll get a free kick. Umpire pays the advantage, running into an open goal. Josh Fraser kicks his first. And the Magpies have kicked 3 in a row to lead by 19 points. So it's Biglands versus Fraser. Fraser gets the tap, knocks it forward. Here's a chance for Leon Davis. He knocks it forward into an open goal. Magically on, kicks Collingwood 6th in a row.
Biglands and Fraser. Ball knocked down. Leon Lightning Davis through traffic. Spears the ball around his body. And Collingwood can do no wrong. Leon's got 2.
It's 7 goals 2 to 4 behinds since the 3-minute mark of this quarter. Magpies have kicked the last 7 and Buckley gets them back inside 50. Davis just looks up, opens up and runs in and kicks goal number 8 in a row for Collingwood. He kicks his second. The Davis brothers combine beautifully.
I know you called them the Davis brothers before, Eddie.
They're soul brothers.
Yes. Most can see they are not linked by blood towards the wing. Scotland, Buckley. Collingwood superb at the moment, and Buckley, the general, generating everything. Kicks toward full forward, behind Batheris. Fraser lurking, hands off, Davis. They're awesome.
Great poise again by Scotland. Burns has got away at half forward. He's up near the 50 and he's taken the mark under 10. It over to Lucuria. Lucuria from 50, kicks inside. Didak used his body beautifully. Batheris is there, over the top. McGough comes in. Fraser, kick is smothered. Didak off the ground. Fraser kicks the goal. Wow. Fraser kicks his 4th. Collingwood by 10 goals.
Lucuria, long inside 50. Big leapers go up. Betheris, crumbs. This is bread and butter for Buckley. Captain has put it through. Time, Adelaide's biggest enemy now, Buckley, one of their other enemies, because he is calm. Inside 50 to Nick. Davis couldn't mark it. Burns kicks long towards goal. Oh, that Burns goal! It's over.
It is finally been put to bed. Scotty Burns kicks his second and Collingwood's 20th, and they have had the fright of their life in this last quarter. Say that again.
I think Geelong had won 5 in a row leading up to that, and they'd beaten Essendon. They'd won a couple of tight ones that they had to, and we knew that was going to be a challenge. They were very, very hard at the ball and very disciplined, and they beat us in both of those areas, which is probably not many teams could have laid claim to that this year. And full credit to them, they played very well, and you know, we were beaten fairly and squarely that day.
The lead comes from Tarrant. The lead is good. The kick is good, and Tarrant almost takes the mark. Goes to ground. Now he gets up. Handballs to Freeborn. He tries to scoop it out to Betheris. Back to Tarrant. Left foot kick at the goal. Is the first to the city end, and Tarrant kicks his first.
Disposal so far in the game. Tigers 173, 7 players in double figures. Collingwood 145 with 2 players in double figures. Margin back to 13, as it was at half-time. Stafford decisively down to Coughlin, taking a full revolution. Hand pass is interesting. A back heel came across towards O'Brien. He got a hand pass away and turned to Steinford. Goes in towards Rocker, missed the mark, recovered pretty well. Here's a chance for Nick Davis, and I think he's kicked a goal. His second. Collingwood making their move right here. Rocker over the football, going nowhere. Coughlin did well. Got it to Rogers. Jams it on the boot. 2-on-1 situation. Tigers could do with it on the ground. Taken down there by Tivendale. He competed in the air initially. Scotland to Didak. And suddenly Collingwood. Forward of centre. Didak kicks inside the 50. Tarrant was up. Loose ball at the back. Chaffee had it. Lost it. Diving in Betheris. In goes Davis. Torty's got it. Throws it on the boot. Didak a chance close to the boundary line. Pulls it back towards the middle. Big leap required here from Davis. And Josh Fraser. And Fraser has taken the mark. He came from nowhere.
Gee, I think you'll find it's a pretty fair grab too, Dan, as he plays on.
Runs around and kicks a goal. Point the difference. Fraser's second. Clement. Collingwood. Work it forward yet again. Scotland has found some space in this term. Kicks inside the 50. Coming back and missed by Kellaway. Davis juggled it. Picked up by Betheris. Some way. Got it across to Didak. And Didak has put the Magpies in front. His first. Magpies by 5 points. Houlihan sets it very high. Ottens comes hard. Hands to it, couldn't hang on. Edney dragged down brilliantly. Fine tackle by Lockyer. Lacuria again. Weight of numbers tells the story. That's Spearman Clement. Hooks it up towards the wing. Knocked on by Cloak, who had the roll earlier. Little 1-2 between Cameron and Chaffee. Came unstuck. Davis gets inside the 50. Lines up, and he's kicked it. Leon Davis gets his first.
Quarter tackles 20-9 in favour of Collingwood.
Okay. There's Davis again. Pops it back inside the 50. Loose ball at the back. Betheris. Time and space. Another one for the Magpies. His first. They're on a roll. Fraser knocked it down. Didak had it. Lost it. O'Brien goes wide with the hand pass. Scotland. Been wonderful since half-time. Chips down towards the 50 and Davis. Tigers haven't won a last quarter since round 9. Collingwood have won 8 of 15 this season. Didak, the intended. Still he goes, gets through. Important kick. And he's got it. His second. He's been wonderful. 21 possessions. Most of them telling. Betheris kicks inside the 50. Cleared the pack. Evidence there of the problems for the players. Rocker grabs it, gets the hand pass away. Freeborn! It's all over.
They're very tall, physical, like strong physically, and very tall side, and they used their attributes very well that day. They outmarked us in the air, and they probably were very hard at us around the ground level. And they play Subiaco very well, and it was probably a little bit too easy that day. It was something like both those trips, the one to Freo and the one against Freo and the one against Briscoe, something we're really going to have to attend to next year. It was probably getting one back for the Optus Oval, or the final battle at the suburban grounds that was a couple of years earlier. But I mean, that was an enjoyable one, no doubt, for all Collingwood fans, and Carlton fans would have hated it. But it was. I'm glad that I was still at the club to avenge the previous loss.
Chance for the Magpies. Didak feeds it back to Cole. Cole forward of the wing. Not a good effort. Bounces inside the 50. Tarrant's in front, taken down. Lockyer gets a quick hand pass away. This time he'll be accurate. Fraser goal. Looked for clean possession. McKee at close quarters. Got it to Buckley. Kicks it down towards half forward. Shinned away by Manton down there. O'Brien over his shoulder. Burns into space. Lines up. They've got their fourth.
No, stomach. I used to let you get away with him, Gaz.
You would have been up most weeks, I would have thought.
Johnson to the pocket, and Buckley stretches and has paid the mark right against the boundary line. So the dying seconds.
There it is. Again. Oh, no, that is not a strike to the tummy. That's a strike to the solar plexus.
That's a heart punch.
Did it make contact? I think it did. Might have just.
Didn't really put him down.
Meanwhile, back at the action after the siren, Buckley, sharp angle. Currently the margin of 21 points. This would be very handy. In the spotlight tonight, more ways than one. Nathan Buckley, a master craftsman.
He's good.
Wonderful goal.
Magpies by 41 points inside minute 45. He goes short just the 15 to Mark McGough.
I don't know if he's much of a better goal. This kid's really good at attracting the ball, but kicking it, we'll see how he goes.
Smart play.
Thank you, Dermot. McGough kicks the goal.
I think they're all danger men at this stage. Short towards the pocket. Burns full-chested. Hand passes to Fraser. You were right. Check side. Kicks the goal. 4 goals to Josh Fraser. Durham, you're a genius.
Yeah, got the right man. Different modus operandi to the one I thought was going to take place, though. If they move, at least they're prepared to give something.
Bristow clears the 50 with the Magpies leading by 67 points. Bradley over the top of the ball, ducks his head. Umpire called play on, he's let it go. Here's a chance now for Lucuria for Collingwood, tight on the boundary line. The left foot snap is a beauty, and Paul Lucuria kicks his second, and the Magpies by 73 points. It sits nicely for Adkins to Scotland. The young players who have just come through at Collingwood the last couple of years. To Rocker, to Wakelin under a bit of pressure, but he runs away from Houlihan. There's no pressure in the end at all. The kick might go through. This could be the ultimate.
Sure.
Well, it doesn't matter. Fraser kicks goal number 5 off the ground.
Margin 53 points at half-time, 27 at quarter-time. It's been Collingwood all night long. Rocker slaps it down. Camporelli put the body on the line. Buckley stole the footy, kicks inside the 50. Runs loose at the back. Wiggins falling to the ground untidy as a result. Murphy couldn't control it. Davis could. Slips away, snaps, and bounces through a goal.
Look out.
Wonderful, quicksilver stuff. Leon Davis gets his first. Early go Burns, taking plenty of time. Eventually just pops it over the top. Didak has it, about 65 metres out. Goes by a lap and looks towards the middle, sets it up. Tarrant hangs back off the pack. Coming hard down there and getting a fist on it was Livingston. It falls behind the pack and Lockyer snaps the goal. His first.
Pretty good crowd in tonight, 54,233.
Cloak, big leap from behind. Adkins, hard against the line, swings it around that other side, runs down towards half forward. Rocker came up to meet it, slips the tackle. Off his step, Bathiris runs inside the 50, intent on drawing a man, goes over the top. Heath Scotland in turn, Tarrant has to wait. Got there in time, gets his third. Adkins outside the 50. Steps by Hickmont, pulls it back towards the kick-off line. Well, over the top came Tarrant, couldn't hang on. O'Brien snaps another one. They're in the finals now, the Magpies. And those looks, I think,
there's no
not those.
Yeah, there's no Carlton supporters there. There's a handful of Carlton supporters. They've all gone home, the Carlton supporters. They are Collingwood supporters singing the Collingwood theme song to the Carlton Blues as they come off. But that's the story. What a career so far. It hasn't ended yet either, Dennis.
No, he's riding high. I was talking about the faces of the Collingwood players. They know they've achieved something tonight. They're in the finals. They're setting it up for a real crack at the premiership. And they bounced back after what was a poor performance last week. One-sided affair on Friday Night Football. Collingwood win their 12th in almost cavalier fashion.
It was an interesting time because clubs needed to win to make the finals, and we still needed to win a game to cement our place in the finals. But I think we were treading water a little bit. We sort of couldn't go up, we couldn't go back, and we're up against sides with a fair bit to play for. Having said that, we need to be better than what we were in those rounds, but especially the games Hawthorn, Essendon, and even the last round against the Bulldogs.
Curia gets it off. Tarkin Lockyer now to half forward. Here's Tarrant. Just waited for the footy to come to him. Now it hits the ground. Didak picks it up. Advantage paid. The dangerous left footer inside the 50. Set sail. Bang! Got it. First one on the board of the Pies.
Furthest away from shot.
Brodie Holland takes his direct opponent on. Gets around. Now the kick from the line. On the way. Brodie Holland. Oh, yeah! That's a ripper. The two forwards starting to work for the Magpies. O'Brien inside the 50. Holland worried off the ball. Bouncing. Tarrant meets it. Beautiful pickup. The handball off to Tarkin Lockyer. Round the body. Terrific.
Pope knocked it out wide. Peckett pushed off by Burns. He's got support running behind him, Lucuria. As Lucuria just tucks the ball, says I'll have a bounce and get through the midfield. Beautiful kick to Tarrant, and Tarrant leads, pushing one arm into Hudson's chest and marking. 52 metres out, it's a long ball. It's a great ball. Tarrant's kicked 2 goals.
Game's lifted a couple of cogs. Hamill to fly in, 2 to beat. Rocker, one of them. Got some space on the members' side for Heath Scotland. Look at McKee. All sorts of room. He's ignored. They go more direct. Lockyer's got it. Slides the handball over the top to Burns. Inside the 50. Left foot. Long. And straight. Goal. Wait on the goal umpire. Got it.
Ball on centre wing, southern stand side of the ground. Out of the pack. Lawrence, Nick Davis. Lockyer wrapped up in the tackle, handball off the Curia. Long release to Nick Davis, a chance to run inside 50. He set sail. He had nothing else in his mind but the goal. Nick Davis. Lawrence short ball, be intercepted by Didak. Rocker working hard. Didak, he's dangerous. Little left foot top, over the top, Nick Davis. Support Burns, they keep it alive, Collingwood. Got Lockyer on. Handball to Nick Davis, the kick 2 in the last quarter. Davis has got 2. Collingwood are in front by a goal.
Long ball, marking contest. Here comes Rewald. Claimed in the marking contest. No free kick from the umpire. Sideways they go, the Pies to Scotland. Is that game over for the Saints? Richardson,
like to see that again.
In some space. He'll go over the top to Loney and they can chew up some time here if they like. Otherwise he can go. Has a bounce. Has another bounce, Ryan Loney. Inside the 50. Loads it up and kicks a goal. Pies are home at the MCG.
Once again, I was watching the sidelines and I was so proud of where to be able to sit there and watch that game was probably very significant to see where the club had come from, and especially out the young list that we had representing us that evening. I thought it was as disciplined a performance as I'd ever seen in a game of footy.
O'Brien to Steinfort. Short, just the 15 to Tarrant.
Chris Tarrant has been in different form.
He'd feel good about getting an early touch, no doubt.
In the last couple of months, thumping kick inside, attacking 50. Big leap at the back from Davis. Chance for Batheris. Snap around the body. Collingwood on the board. Great goal from Rupert Batheris and a dream start to the Magpies. Good some run. Kicks it back in towards Franco. Another turnover. Chance for Rocker. He can kick it from here. He loads up from 55. A thumping kick. He's kicked it. Inspiring stuff from Anthony Rocker. And Collingwood lead by 9 points.
And that's where guys with technique problems in their drop on the foot in windy days will cost.
McKee. Handball back to Freeborn. Just loops it to Steinfort. McKee running hard. Wobbles the kick inside, attacking 50. Rocker hit it hard. Chance for Nick Davis. Handball to Lockyer. Batheris is free. He snaps and he goes. Collingwood have 4.
So a ball up. Loney's kick's partially smothered, but it spills to Johnson. To Burns. Burns to centre half forward. Underneath it is Davis. Hardwick can't mark. Here's a chance for Nick Davis. No one home. So he goes with the left boot.
Uses Loney. Normally is a fantastic kick of the football. He uses to Batheris.
Batheris kicked 2 goals in that first quarter. His opponent is Montgomery, and Montgomery's just got to tighten up.
Back to Loney. He can run. Dangerous from 55. A thumping kick to the goal square. It's got the carrier to goal. What a start for Collingwood.
It's what Davis has to do, lead on Hardwick.
Gee, it's a long kick. Tarrant's got the set. Davis in front. Well played, Tarrant. Leon Davis away from 45. Vacant goal square. He's kicked another one.
He does that to the tip of the goal square. Burgoyne! Brilliant mark. It'll go back for goal number 4. He plays on. He's got it. No, he's been run down. Unbelievable. Collingwood out of jail. McKee will clear. The ball's in Collingwood's forward pocket. McKee. Great tap. Snap by Didak. It's a goal.
Tarkin Lockyer, Mark Williams, he can't believe it.
And so important that the Port players man up. One-on-one all over the field. Force him to kick long.
He does indeed. He dumps it long. Leon Davis in front. Bolton at the back. Tarrant has it. Tries to get it out. Davis, he snaps and he goes. He's kicked a goal. The Magpies are into the preliminary final.
We had the week off and had plenty of time to think about where we were, so that sometimes that can be a good thing, sometimes it can be a bad thing, but I think the experience of having Mick, who'd been through it before, Dean Laidley as an assistant coach, and I suppose Glenn Freeborn, Gavin Brown, really helped us, and they were able to settle the list down, make sure that we didn't play the game before it had to be played, and the game itself was hard and physical, and we were able to get kick clear a little bit in the third quarter and hold on for a good win.
Hands off to Loney. They need some run, certainly out of defence. Loney's the man that can provide it. He's inside 50. Nick Davis, one hand, took it around the body. He loves these. It'll bounce through for a goal. Beautiful football.
Mercurio nowhere near as dominant as he has been. His 10th possession though. Davis is away. Needed a kind bounce. Attacked it well. Shrugged the tackle nicely. Fraser worked well. Magpies. Batheris. He's got it. It was not pretty. It was not pretty at all, but it is a goal.
He conceded that he had been grabbed, but Anthony Rocker's inability to hold on to the ball.
Here we go with Scotland lining up, and Scotland gets the goal. have pulled it out from somewhere. They've kicked the last two. They're breaking from the square. Fraser, bit flat-footed as he got to the ball. Oh, crunch. Good work from John Cock. Fraser recovered beautifully. The kick is online. Oh, they're up and about the Magpies. The game is hotting up now.
Players will wrestle a hand to it. Josh Fraser does well to Matheras. Does he drill or go at goal? He goes at goal. It's coming. It's coming for a goal. That is a beauty. That is what finals football's all about. And Rupert Matheras comes up with something special. And that's a good point, Hutto, because it's one thing to start a game well in a final, but if you've been down and able to find something when it matters, that's another thing.
They're putting the pressure on, and it is showing. Glenn Freeborn, he's a final specialist. He's done it 3 times in the grand final, and now he's kicked one in the preliminary.
Collingwood will give nothing at the moment, and a little bit of run Loney. This is the guy they want with the ball. Normally beautiful with his skills, certainly his kicking skills. He's carried it just over centre.
Oh, great kick.
And Rocker has got it. And look out, because this is his range.
Well, this is a man, if he stands up, they're going to be very hard to beat.
Here we go. It goes up. Oh, it's up. And it's home. What a goal. If that can't lift you up, nothing will. The lead now is 3 goals. And a goal here. Boy, ask yourself whether they're able to get back the Crows. Still a bit of time. Does it stay in? It's a goal! Collingwood and Steinford has kicked the goal.
In the last quarter, the Adelaide ruck dominance eventually told. They didn't win the game, but they came flying back. So it'll be interesting to see that continues.
Well, 46-19 hit-outs, Adelaide leading. That's why Collingwood need that third man up just to push the ball in the area. Nick Davis, is he able to finish? Keeps it low. And finishes it! That is what they were looking for, and that is the finish. Not at a football game, but that is the finish they were looking for. Players will go in pretty tight, as you can imagine. Nick Davis through the traffic. On to Didak, he loves a goal. Can he get onto the left foot? He can. Around the body. Reality is true. They are home and they are into a grand final. Dream has become reality for the Pies, and I am getting rattled because Hutto, I think they are there.
And this Magpie crowd, 88,000 people here today. They are going to make one mighty roar when the siren rings. You can't help but admire this.
You can safely say that for the latter part of the season there, when it really mattered in the finals, we were able to focus on what we needed to do well, and we did it our best. We were beaten by a very good side, a better side on the day, but it's given us a lot of hope as players and as a club, and hopefully our supporter base for what the future may hold.
So the ball goes up to start the 2002 Grand Final in the first ruck. It's McKee, Collingwood, and Keating for the Brisbane Lions. Down it goes. Keating got first fist. Here's a chance now for Burns. He's dispossessed. Pike's got it for Brisbane. A scrubby old kick to the full forward area. Lynch overruns it. Here's a chance for Ackermanis. Can't get boot to ball. Headlam's in there. Collingwood out of trouble momentarily. We'll have a throw in. McKee looking for Fraser, spoilt by Lepic. Fraser, importantly, kept his feet. Around the corner was clever, very clever to Lucuria. Too far out to score, he's about 65 out from goal, Paul Lucuria. Off the ball, a Lions player goes down, umpire lets it go, Rocker. Very tight angle, he'll be kicking from about 51 metres out, and if anyone can nail it from here, it's Anthony Rocker.
Tackles 28-12, and that is an indication of how ferocious Collingwood have been. Gee, this is an important kick. And again, you just see the Collingwood players kicking to each other, uncontested, getting out in a bit of space. Brisbane defenders aren't paying enough respect to their opponents.
34 goals this season in his 23 games, Anthony Rocker. Kicked 3 last time these teams played in round 8. From 51 metres, it's a thumping kick, it's coming back! Rocker's kicked the first of the game!
Freeborn, sure hands and good skills required through the middle. Loney, go they tell him. He does out wide. He was controlled though in his aggression. Got it to Didak. Nick Davis leads in close. Long target is Josh Fraser. Can he stand up and take a mark? He can. And he might get 50 as well. Come with me, says the umpire.
I reckon the umpire will give the 50. He has. And he did well there. Josh Fraser stood his ground.
Now the Magpies want to be careful here. They will be back in front.
Got a feeling Chris Johnson's hurt himself, or is it Mel Michael?
No, Chris Johnson, you're right, Rob.
Chris Johnson may have hurt himself more than he did Fraser. Inside 50s this quarter, 12-4 in favour of Brisbane. They've had all the play, but you'd expect Fraser to definitely goal here. And Collingwood players have just got to get out of the way and let him kick the goal. See Didak, just get away and let your teammate go and kick a goal. Don't give the ball up to the opposition.
Yes, if I was Josh Fraser, I'd just be ramming it through straight away. A couple of weeks ago, he was horribly out of form. Now Josh Fraser puts Collingwood back in front in the grand final.
Yes, and really that was against the run of play. Brisbane dominating, but that quick movement. Buckley being prepared to be played out of the back line was good with the recovery, and really his kick set it up.
And we see Fraser going for that chest mark. Not a lot in it when you look at it there, but he certainly kicked the goal, put him back in front.
So the margin 2 points. McKee doing the work, the rucking and the roving. Buckley starting to find the footy to the wing. Davis one-on-one with Ashcroft. Davis just shrugs off the tackle. Had a quick glance. Fraser, Rocker, Lockyer at the back. Fraser! Almost, it fell for him. It's going to be hard from here though. Michael is stooping against the line. Free kick, Brisbane ball. It's a Brisbane ball for the dump. No, it's a Collingwood ball. It's a Collingwood ball. Downfield free.
Against Brad Scott.
And the umpire explaining it to Burns. Let's get down to Jared Waitley.
It was a down-the-ground free kick, Hutto. Chris Scott dealt harshly with his opponent after he got rid of the ball, rubbed his face into the ground. The umpire back in the middle saw it, immediately blew his whistle, and that's how Rocker's got this free kick.
Well, Anthony Rocker, you would back him from 70 metres out from this angle, but from 35, who knows? He does! Magpies' third goal. Collingwood.
Dishes to his skipper, Buckley, touch number 13. And again, it's a superb kick to half forward.
Well, we've just seen Buckley double up, get the footy and hit Burns with a 50-metre pass that time.
Burns, he's got Lockyer on, he's found some space. Michael just gave him too much space. I don't know if it was his man or not, but he just signed off him, and Targan Lockyer took an uncontested mark, and he'll line up from 45 metres out. Slightly better than a 45-degree angle.
Well, from the kick-in, Collingwood kick-in, Brisbane haven't touched the ball. Good skill.
In he comes, the 22-year-old. From 45 metres out, and that splits the middle. Magpies by 5 points, just over 2 minutes left in the first half.
So the margin back to 8. Lucuria gets the Magpies going. Rocker, it might fall for him, yes! He just manoeuvred himself into position and he has got a chance to kick his third goal. He's kicked 2, so has Josh Fraser. This is a massive kick coming up. And I guess if there's a man for a massive kick, it should be Anthony Rocker.
Good stretch. Does go at the ball honestly in the air.
Well, he was in such slashing form earlier in the year, wasn't he? Anthony Rocker, and tailed off towards the end of the year. What a moment this is for him. 2 goals already on the board. 1 goal to each team so far since half-time. A big moment in the match. A big moment, and Anthony Rocker is up to it. He's kicked the goal. There's 2 points in it again. 2 points in the ball game. 5 minutes into the third quarter.
Johnson, as the sun begins to shine at the MCG, kicks it straight to Lockyer, to Buckley, who unloads from 55 metres out! Buckley's gold! Nathan Buckley has put Collingwood in front by 5 points. 12 minutes gone, third term grand final of 2002.
It's just been a wonderful shootout, hasn't it, between the leaders, Buckley and Voss, and Buckley is probably leading the leadership stakes at this stage, certainly in terms of possessions, but scores are level as O'Brien surging and Didak popping up. Fraser's down in the goal square, but it's Rocker again! Anthony Rocker. Well, remember that big kick he had back against Port Adelaide after the siren, couldn't do it that day. He's kicked 3 straight today. You talk about the X factor in a grand final. Anthony Rocker is in, 4 goals!
Yes, and good decision-making now, absolutely paramount.
Umpire throwing it up, good decision-making there from Fraser. Loney, desperate lunge, couldn't stop Rocker. Anthony Rocker, he's got Lockyer breaking in the square, but he is cool and calm and says, I'm taking on the responsibility. Anthony Rocker to put Collingwood back in front of the MCG. Anthony Rocker kicks it behind.
There's only about 30,000 Collingwood people behind the goal trying to convince the goal umpire.
Well, Rocker liked it. He liked it a lot.
He can't believe it.
Batheris, and now Scotland. The Magpies are running. If it bounces for Lucuria, he did well. Prestigiacoma had to release it. Chris Tarrant has really lifted to try and help out his mate Rocker. Gets it going again. Davis, Heath Scotland. O'Brien, Voss, Scotland again, off the left boot, into the square, from the side, Fraser! Joshua Fraser has taken the mark at the 10-minute mark of the last quarter. The #1 draft pick has kicked 2 goals, and if ever he has to stand up and doing it for Collingwood, it's right now.
And Heath Scotland, who featured in a lot of play there, he's got the fresh legs, he's running with Michael Voss.
Josh Fraser pretty close to the man on the mark, but he seizes the moment. The Magpies back in front. Here's a go. Johnson with pace, carrying it to half forward. Nick Davis. Fraser makes the lead. It's all over. The Brisbane Lions are premiers again. They have gone back to back in one of the most memorable grand finals in VFL AFL history.
As a club, we haven't been here for a long time in finals. It's been 8 years since the last final, and 10 years since the last finals win, and 12 years since the last premiership. So the club hadn't been there, and we really didn't know how to go about it. A lot of the guys it was very new for, and you focus on training, you focus on the football, and doing everything that you possibly can to be ready for the game. And then once you've played it, I suppose that's the knowledge that there's no next week. I mean, there's nothing to focus on. So I suppose at that stage, that's when you really realise where you are and what's happened, and emotions tend to take control after that. And I think that's just a sign of how passionate the group has been, and how passionate certain individuals have been to the cause.